under par.
Wait, ill or oon?
Ill. Dad.
Ill.
Yeah.
How did oon do?
Oh, Un can't do it. His gout acts up. He can't get out there.
Kenny G, bitches. Let's go.
Why?
Kenny G's a golfer.
An old Hall of
We can
Famer.
set this up. Charles, I know you're listening. Okay, so yeah, I know you're listening. I'm challenging you,
Gentlemen.
friends. It is Masters Week.
Smoky.
Say it, friends. Say it. Someone say it. Say it.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
It's Masters Week. Welcome to the Juice Boys Show, my friends. Three brothers in law.
Golf boys.
Stupid enough to start a weekly sports podcast. Too stupid to stop after 37. Whenever you're listening, however, and wherever you're listening, thank you so much. We appreciate all the support, all the love, all the engagement, all the squeezes, making our dreams come true. Oh, boys, I'm sick. It's going to be a tough
listen
one
to that.
tonight.
Yeah. Real spicy. Spicy today.
Shows drop every Friday. Be sure to follow on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the latest sports content. The show's hotter than the solar eclipse this week, boys.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Is that good?
That is true because I heard it
that's
got
2
really
weeks in a row.
cool.
That's
I'm
2
nailing
weeks
this
in a
down.
row. You actually had
Something
a
of
joke
substance.
that wasn't just garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm the third turn. We got Juice Boy Joe. We got Mr. Pulp Pelletier. I'm sick. Chris sounds like he's got the sniffles.
Yep.
Joey was sick yesterday. Boys, we are bringing up the rear this week, and I'm going to voice
It is
47.
Oh my God.
It's spring.
Wow.
It's happening. My
time of
allergies
year.
have been out of control, and it's only going to get worse. So buckle up.
Buckle up, everybody. We have real good radio voices now.
Just talk low and slow.
Talk low and slow. We got a sports docket, a heavy one, boys. We got a big juicy sports docket. We have a stat of the day. We have a big starchy potato, big guy, in our stay tuned till the very end of the show for our friendly Masters picks. Boys, what are we drinking? Also, after drinks, Chris, let us know who won March Madness. Our bracket, the bracket challenge over.
Well, Joey needs to. It's his boy.
Oh, I think it was
Yes, I
about
know.
90 people, boys. We wrapped it up our first bracket challenge. We'll hop into March Madness here, but what are we drinking, fella?
Since I've been back from my trip that you guys won't let me talk about, it was awesome, by the way.
Let's talking about it, Joe.
I got to climb on Mayan ruins. It was incredible. All right. Since I was on the ship, I drank a lot of old fashions. And I missed it.
Attaboy.
So I made myself one.
Oh,
Yeah. And I kept it in this fancy mug here. So it stays ultra, ultra cold and the ice doesn't melt. So I'm enjoying it. And because of that, no beer chaser. No,
I don't think you're drinking alcohol. There's no alcohol in that. You can't see it's a coffee mug.
If anybody here is running the risk of not actually drinking alcohol, it's you, McCoy.
Oh shit! I just realized I'm drinking out of a coffee mug too. So
Yeah.
I thought about it for a while.
It's not I can't prove it.
I'm drinking me a hot toddy.
There we go.
A little hot toddy. We
way
haven't
to
done it in a
go.
while. It's my Kansas Cityest dad. World's Kansas Cityest dad mug.
Wow.
That's what I'm drinking.
You
Kansas
beat them all,
City
did
is
you? Wow. Way to go.
Christopher, please say you're not drinking out of a coffee cup like us two losers.
No. Well, I mean, any cup can be a coffee cup. But I'm drinking
Touche.
Bullet Bourbon.
Nice.
And I'm just drinking it on the rocks. Trying to just burn my esophagus and hopefully kill off this sore throat.
That's what we do. Collectively, how many times have we been sick in this here podcast?
Way too
lot.
many.
A lot.
Word?
That's what happens when you have children. You two have two small children, and then I'm surrounded by 170 children every single day.
I would say if you were to pick the top
That's too
sports
many.
podcast to get the sickest, I bet we're leading the league.
Oh, it has to be. No, that I don't really know if we want to claim that the sickest podcast.
Can we
But, you know,
get that added as
The illest.
an award
The illest.
on next year's
Yeah.
iHeartRadio Award?
That must be it. We'll get that award. Boys, let's jump into sports. I've been looking forward to this one all week. March Madness is wrapped
First of all,
up. Oh, shit.
First of all,
What?
Cody,
What?
we have to crown the winner.
Oh, the bracket challenge. I apologize.
Bracket challenge.
Joey, take it away.
Guys, I was so confident after the first two rounds. I was at the 99.7th percentile.
How'd
And then
that
I
work
got
out?
the 13 out of 16 Sweet 16 picks. Then I plummeted.
Wait, I thought you were announcing the winner. You're talking about yourself and your
Of
bracket?
course.
Seriously.
Of course. Now, your boy finished in 14th place.
We don't care. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
First of
no
all,
one
Mr.
cares.
Irrelevant, please. We need
Yeah.
the top two Mr. Irrelevant.
But I just wanted to point that out because I did better than any of you.
Thanks for pointing it out.
My boy Dell, thanks for stopping in last week. That was it.
Yes,
That was a great talk. That was fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate it. Get some baseball insight. He got fourth.
Yeah.
Dell pulled out a solid fourth, 97.1 percentile.
Still not the winner.
Overall, number one with a remarkable 99.9 percentile, 1,490 points. That's incredible. My boy Mikey Dubs, all coming in here from Wilmington, North Carolina. Proprietor of
Wilmington,
a proprietor of the fantastic Backspin Social Golf Bar. Please, let's try to get some dual endorsements here, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Mikey Dubs, big time winner. You are the winner of the bottle of Dickel. You can tickle the Dickel with us.
Let's get him some Dickel stat.
Yes.
Enjoy the Dickel. I'll be reaching out, sending that out soon. But congratulations, Mike. You are the winner. Now, coming in last, we always have to look at the Mr. Irrelevant.
Or Mrs. Irrelevant. Or Miss Irrelevant.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This was a very, very close race. Okay. Coming in at 10.2 percentile. And then the 10.6 percentile. Jackie Moon did not get dead last. Instead, it was the one and only Miss Margaret.
Oh, no.
McCoy. Miss Margaret McCoy with her autofill bracket of Akron winning.
Didn't work out so well.
310 points. 310 points. Jackie Moon.
She maintains Cody is the reason for that, though.
No,
according to her, Cody is the reason that she did that. And so can we say that, like, Cody takes partial ownership of Mr. and Mrs. Irrelevant?
Not even close.
I think so.
The wedded irrelevance.
So Jackie Moon had Tennessee, didn't go out so well. And then third to last was I hope both teams win, but I have to shout them out because they picked the Rams, so I love them. But overall, everybody, fantastic. Thank you so much for playing along. That was great to get so many people and to follow it out there and sending out that Dickel.
I love it.
I'm so happy.
Got to explain the Dickel Empire, boys. Let's jump into the sports docket. March Madness is over. South Carolina goes back-to-back on the women's side. UConn, back-to-back on the men's side. Not much of a game on the Purdue
did not
side.
go back-to-back.
I thought they went back-to-back.
No, LSU won last year.
won last year. Way to go, McCoy.
Remember with Angel
disaster.
Reese putting the finger up on Caitlin
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
How many South Carolina
Iowa
won?
made back-to-back
South Carolina won in
but they lost
22.
both.
So
South Carolina won
every
22.
other. We're going every other.
So they've won 17-22 in this last year. So Don
That's right. UConn goes back-to-back.
UConn goes back-to-back. The first time
There you
since
go.
the 06-07 Joakim Noah
Corey
and Al
Brewer?
Corey Brewer, Billy Donovan coached Florida Gator team.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic team. And I think that this back-to-back is even more impressive than that one because that one, they brought everybody back. They
It was a
had that
conscious
whole
effort.
team.
I remember it was a conscious, like, we're all coming back. We could all get drafted, but we're not.
Yep, and they all did. And they all had outstanding careers. Joakim Noah was Defensive Player of the Year. Al Horford is still playing for the Celtics, the number one seed Celtics, which is insane. He's awesome. I've always loved Al Horford. I was devastated he went to the Sixers.
Ugliest shot stroke on the planet.
Yep.
But with UConn this year, they brought back a completely different team. All right. And so and they still steamrolled. And it was almost to the point where this tournament wasn't that fun to watch because UConn was that dominant.
Yeah.
Like they just absolutely destroyed everybody in their wake. I mean, Zach Edey still had what? Did he have 40?
37.
Yeah, 37. Yeah, 37 and 10. So he still got his, but they were just like, you go ahead.
You get all the buckets.
You
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
We'll get everybody else. And they just showed what real team basketball is. And so did South Carolina on the women's side. Going into that game, all the star power was on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Juju Watkins. And nobody really started talking about the individual players on South Carolina. But then you saw that Caitlin Caruso, whatever her name was, getting 17 boards. They're saying that she might end up being a top 1 to top 3 pick in the WNBA draft because of that performance. And it's just, they just play team ball and they are freaking good. They are so good.
Caitlin Clark just run out of gas, man. She carried the whole world on her for 2 or 3 years and they figured out how to guard her too. She just couldn't. Her legs were just gone that second half.
Number. I mean, it was two great first halves of basketball and two boring ass second halves of basketball.
Very true.
Both of the national championship games were back and forth, were really exciting, really fun for the first half. And in the second half, the better teams showed themselves to be the better teams. I mean, they just ran away through superior coaching, depth of talent, depth of bench, kind of really the same sort of storyline in both games of just kind of the team that had that higher quality of coaching and that better depth on their bench just wound up just sprinting away as soon as that whistle blew for the second half.
The only thing I have to say is the NCAA is so stupid.
Yes.
Who puts the championship game on at 9:20 Eastern time on a Monday?
On a Monday, I know.
Like, who sits there? Like, the board, we're younger people. You always think the people older than you are smarter. Then you see a stupid decision like this. Like, you're cutting off the biggest market in the country at 9:20
for basketball.
For a final. Yeah.
Yeah. UConn is in Connecticut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's on the East
Indiana
Coast,
is
right?
also
I'm not a geographer, but
and isn't Indiana aren't they like split down the middle of East Coast?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
really split down the middle.
You're 9:20 and it's on cable. They didn't throw it on CBS.
No,
I never
it was
understood.
it was on TBS or whatever. I was like, what is
Yeah, at least ESPN put the women's on ABC at a prime time Sunday afternoon. You get the whole East Coast. So you just sit here at the just lack of intelligence from three morons even can see it. Why? What are we doing, guys? Are you trying not to get eyeballs? Also, shout out the women for the first time in history had more viewers on their championship game than the men's. The men's obviously
not just more. They blew them out of the
by
water.
what 6 million, 5 million, something like that.
I think it's like 5 million.
Now we just said the men did not help themselves at all by putting it on like True TV at 10:30 at night. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
And having Charles Barkley be their main analyst, who's literally out there like, I don't know college basketball. I'm only here because I'm Charles Barkley. I went to Auburn.
And I love Auburn. I love Auburn. Yeah.
I thought I was here to do a Capital One commercial. What are these other 50,000 people here?
What the hell is Capital One held on to him? Samuel L. Jackson, Spike Lee, all these.
And now they've added
Jim Nance.
Yeah,
Jennifer Garner and Jim Nance. And
speaking of hello, friends, shall we? March Madness is over.
It is Masters Week.
It's springtime, boys. It's Masters Week. It starts Thursday, which is tomorrow for us. We're recording on a Wednesday. Right. I think the weather looks good. Tiger's back. Scotty is very odds-on favorite to win.
Prime.
Rory number 2. What's your favorite storyline, guys, going into the Masters, the Super Bowl of golf?
The thing to be on the lookout for is Tiger could set the record for consecutive Masters cuts made.
Okay.
He's got the opportunity to, as a stitched together, busted up old man. Obviously, everybody would love to see him actually rise up, win just any sort of tournament again. But consecutive cuts made, that's incredible.
If he makes the cut, you got to be happy. I think that's the biggest.
That's exactly it. If his body can hold up to where he doesn't withdraw, that will be spectacular. But yeah, I mean, making the cut at the Masters, that this is a week that he's had circled on his calendar all year. Yeah, every single year.
This is really the only tournament that he cares about. Besides, the one that he sponsors.
At this point, he said he just wants to try to play in the majors and in the Genesis Invitational at the beginning. That's really all he's training for, trying to get his body right for. This is his moment, guys. I wonder if he'll do it.
Yeah, I would love to see it. That'd be yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see.
Put $1 on him to win outright at plus 14,000. We'll see.
There we go. Wow. Did you do that?
Did you do it?
No, but I will now.
There we go. My favorite storyline going into the match?
My favorite storyline is just to see once again the absolute media catastrophe trying to figure out how they're going to cover live players in a PGA event. All right, this is only one of the 4 times a year that the live players are allowed to play with the real golfers. And that's right. No, not the Saudi blood money.
The guy who won the Masters the last year was.
And that's exactly my saying.
Was a PGA Tour player.
Yeah, but now he's
now he is not. And so that's my biggest storyline is because they always just pussyfoot around it. They always try to cover it, but they try to slide in sly remarks and they try to do these things. I just want to see how they're going to come out there because now that Jon Rahm is on live, this is a whole different game, man, because he is the best golfer in the world. And that is a bummer that he left PGA. He was my favorite golfer. Now I have to be a Scotty Scheffler fan.
You get to be.
Yeah, I get to be. I get to be. You're right. So that's my big thing. And seeing if Liv will win, because they've done pretty damn well in majors.
They have.
The Liv players have done well in majors, and so it's just they're only allowed to play in these. And if they come out and win again, I think that's the biggest storyline.
I'm actually really excited for the best players in the world to play golf. Like Joey said, only get them 4 times a year at this point. I'm starting to get. I've watched enough Liv and enough PGA. I'm just more excited for the best players in the world to be in the same place at the same time playing. You got Brooks in there, you got John Rahm, you got Scotty playing it. Like, you just have all the Rory's in there, all the biggest names in golf playing on the same weekend on the same TV where you can actually cut and actually see them. So I'm actually energized and excited about that. A lot of the Liv guys have started to say we need to piecemeal this thing back together, which is funny because they broke it up in the first place.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's now starting. We gotta figure this out, guys. We gotta bring it back together.
Guy who started a fire in the kitchen thinks that it's time that we get serious about putting it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was extremely helpful.
Appreciate that. Oh, stay tuned till the end. We'll do our Masters picks, 3 tiers, our underdog, our fave, and our middle of the road guy. Let's jump into a few other quick hit things, guys. What else we got? Athletics going to Sacramento for a few years. John Calipari going to Arkansas, and Stephon Diggs traded to the Texans literally 30 seconds after we stopped recording last week. The second.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So he's going to the Texans for a 2nd-round pick and some other.
They're also giving the Texans like a 6th and a 7th.
Yes.
So they're getting Stephon and 2 picks.
Also,
for a 2nd-rounder.
The Bills are taking $3 million additional in dead cap this year than they would have had to just pay him and keep him on the roster.
Yes.
So things were toxic in that locker room. I think we knew that. I think everyone was just waiting for a smoking gun to show up, but I think everyone's kept it classy. But Diggs to the Texans, are the Bills window, is it closed at this point? Or are they still the favorites in that division?
The Bills window closed in that 13-second debacle.
You've said that before. Yes.
That was when it was over. That was their chance. That's when they hit it. And they really shot themselves in the foot this year when they really had a shot at home to beat them, and they didn't. But I think that all the confidence they had as a team, as a core, as that group was gone when they blew that lead with 13 seconds left.
Crushed their soul.
And I don't think Stephon Diggs ever recovered. Him standing out there and just watching the celebration and all that, he never got it back. And I think that he was just sour on the team after that, sour on the coaching. And then it just caused a divide with him and Josh Allen. It caused a major divide with him and the fans because his production has steadily declined since then.
Yeah, that's true. He just turned 30. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw something about the Texans went through and restructured Diggs' deal to increase his base salary and create more incentives for this 1 year, but make it a single-year contract. And so it's a prove-it year for him. Yeah. I think that's brilliant by the Texans. Let him come in, prove it to us, prove it to the rest of the NFL. Do you still have it? If so, then let's talk about lengthening that out and keeping you here for a while. But either way, you've got depth at wide receiver on a very young team. Diggs is going to be there for potentially only 1 single year. You don't really give him the opportunity to get soured on your team to do what he did with the Bills. I think the Texans wound up really, really showing the capacity and the intelligence of their front office in this move, because I think they played it perfectly.
I think on paper it looks good. It could blow up right in their face, because if Stephon Diggs, if he can chew up Kirk Cousins and get traded, and he chews up Josh Allen and gets traded, C.J. Stroud's only a year 2 quarterback. So I wonder, things will be good until they're not, and then I'm going to be very interested to see how Stephon Diggs handles that adversity, or does he become kind of the old man in the locker room? Does C.J. Stroud and him knock heads? I'm very excited to see.
Just like it on paper. I think it's making the right move at the right time. It's what was available to them in the way that they structured it. I think is them creating the best case scenario with, potentially a locker room cancer.
But Stephon Diggs might be the James Harden of the NFL. He's gotten himself out of 2 teams fairly easily. He just kind of stirs some shit up. I think the Bills window is not quite closed. As long as you have Josh Allen, you're going to have a window. But they got rid of Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, Mitch Morse, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs.
Good God.
Von Miller, they still have on a terrible deal. Yes, you have Josh Allen, but They lost a lot of core players. Or Tre'Davious White, their cornerback, and they still have what's his face who died, DeMar Hamlin. They still have him on the roster. They still have.
Wait, what? How is that? Oh, okay.
They still have that guy. Boys Athletics going to Sacramento. This is a fun story we've been following. I think it was announced.
They should be going to Anchorage. What are they doing?
AAA Stadium in Sacramento. Is that what this is?
Like 10,000 people, 12,000 people.
I think 14,000 max. It's the Sacramento River Cats. That's what they play. But but you know what Oakland's,
the good old River Cats.
The River Cats. But do you know what Oakland's attendance average was last season?
Probably 14,000.
6.
Oh, gee. I was off by half in a baseball game.
Yeah,
you're going to a AAA stadium and it's still going to look empty. That
and the Oakland Coliseum
bad.
can hold 70,000 people.
Wow.
Okay, so 6,000 people looks like that. They haven't used those top level. They haven't used that top level of seats. They haven't used that top level of seats in like 30 years. I mean, I can't remember the last time that
since the Moneyball days, probably.
Yeah,
Moneyball.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. So they'll have no problem. I mean, 6,000 people in a 14,000 person stadium is going to look a lot better.
I think the owner came out and said he's looking forward to an intimate setting to watch Aaron Judge,
hit
not
dingers.
his own guys.
That's not his own.
I can't wait to bring in real baseball players that other people pay.
Oh my gosh!
So they can dick slap dingers and people will want to watch it.
Not my team. Not my team.
I wonder if he could name one of his own players. He sent his best player down to the minors because he wore a wristband protesting the move.
Gosh,
he was hitting like 470. It was just like,
I can't believe the MLB has not stepped in on that situation. It's a garbage fire for their brand.
The MLB is a dumpster fire. Their uniforms are literally ripping off their bodies.
Yes.
The sweat is coming
through it.
It's just so disgusting. I mean, it's just, my middle school uniforms that I bought from this awesome mom and pop shop down the street for $50 a uniform are way better than what these guys are rocking right now. And I was just like, but they're $50. Go get real uniforms. Like, this is unbelievable.
The pit stains, the booty sweat. Yeah, it's bad.
The Shohei crap. I mean, this is the MLB is on
the MLB
fire.
is a freaking episode of oh Jesus.
You better think of one.
My train of thought.
It's like punked. It's like, where's Ashton? Where's Ashton? Where's come on out?
And it's Nike too.
I was gonna say it's like an episode of Jerry Springer right now. Like as much of a dumpster fire as it is in this moment, like give it 30 more seconds. It's about to get worse.
So bad. The Ohtani story, it's been so bad. The Ohtani story has sizzled out. That's how bad the MLB has it right now, is they can't figure it out. And then wrapping up the doc, guys, Calipari, Kentucky, he's out. Head coach of men's basketball at Kentucky. The dream job is what he has called it. He has been walked out of the building, and he signed another SEC school, Arkansas.
Can't go 10 years without a championship in Kentucky. Can't happen.
Well, is it that, or is it the embarrassing losses the last handful of years too?
Or is
Oakland
or give the over/under in the amount of weeks until another scandal comes out about some recruiting crap at Kentucky, and then that's why he bailed. Same way he did at UMass, the same way he did at Memphis. We'll see if he does it again. You know,
Derrick Rose taking tests without him being
Derrick Rose didn't take the test.
He did not take
Somebody
the
else
test.
took the test for Derrick
and
Rose.
put his name on that test.
Oh my God.
Is this did Calipari, is this the golden parachute for Calipari, or is this
all of a sudden there's smoke rising about, oh my God, can you believe this? Calipari is about to sign with the Razorbacks. And then all of a sudden now there's smoke rising that, hey, Calipari is also simultaneously trying to stay in Kentucky. So he went to Arkansas. What? Yeah. So from just following this, my understanding is he went to Arkansas, got himself a nice fat cushy job offer, told them that he was going to take it before they could announce it. Instead of going and letting Kentucky know that he was resigning, he went to Kentucky and tried to get them to match that offer.
I thought he had a lifetime contract, didn't he?
Me too. I thought they already gave him like a butt ton of money.
That was the reports coming out earlier this week talking about how he was trying to get Kentucky to want to keep him around. Like basically he was strutting around with Arkansas as a means to try and gain leverage over Kentucky, and Kentucky was pretty much like, yeah, that's fine, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and take the second best job in the SEC.
Adios.
Also, Damon, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, boys, we're struggling. Not a lot of thought training going on.
You can be doing some good edits.
We're falling apart at the seams.
What was it? Oh, another good thought I had read was Jerry Jones. He sends his billions to Arkansas. Walmart money is at Arkansas, so I'm sure the NIL money is
absurd,
quite wild there. So
but no one wants to go there because who wants to be a hog? Who wants to be a Razorback? It's just like I don't know who wants to be associated with Jera. It's just, I'm good.
Joey's good, guys. Joey doesn't want to be associated with Jerry.
Oh, okay. Joey's good. Well, let's just wrap it up then.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it, boys, for the sports docket. Music break. All right, boys. We are so back. Normally, this is our squeeze of the week, but no squeezes this week. We want to keep the
squeeze-free week.
We want to keep the integrity of this segment. We don't just throw shit at the wall just to throw shit at the wall.
No, we do not.
We want to be passionate about our outlandish takes. So instead of that, we have a stat of the day, boys. Very excited about this one. You know how there's always talk every year about college or college basketball, college football, that the best team in college could beat the worst professional team?
That's what they were saying this year. They're like,
such bullshit.
Everyone says it. They were saying about UConn.
A chance against
not a chance.
Detroit
They said it about Georgia multiple times. They said about Alabama football multiple times. Well, this is all about the Godfather, Dan Patrick. He has a DraftKings partnership. He asked DraftKings to put together the line if UConn were to play the Detroit Pistons. Okay. What would the line be for the best, by a long shot, the best college basketball team of the year against a pretty historical, terrible team in the Detroit Lions? Yeah, the past few years.
Not even Lions, Pistons.
Yeah, hold on. Pistons. Yeah. So the Pistons versus the UConn Husky? What are the UConn
Huskies?
That is what they are. The Huskies, baby.
Yeah, good.
So they play. They play in a game. What is the line? How many points are the Pistons giving UConn?
Pistons giving UConn, I'd say they'd be favored by 27.
I'm going 45.5.
45?
One of you has the exact answer correct.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no shit.
Are you kidding me?
It's got to be me. It's got to be me.
Correct.
Give it to me.
Do you want to give your argument real quick? We have no squeeze, so we have a hue of time.
Okay.
Do you have reasoning behind this?
27 sounded like a reasonable number if that's an ass kicking. But I think that UConn's defense is that good they might be able to slow them down a little bit because nobody can score on Detroit and nobody can stop scoring on Detroit. They just can't play basketball. But,
Let's not remember that there was just a 60-point win between two teams that are in the NBA. That's my reasoning.
Joey, how many NBA players are on the current UConn team that will get drafted?
0.
None of them will get drafted?
I mean, Chris, maybe drafted, but none of them are going to be substantial.
Chris, how many NBA players are on the Detroit Pistons?
Several.
All of them. Ding, ding. Well, Christopher is correct.
No shit.
It'd be 45.5 point.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Joey, take a shot for that. Chris got the exact answer.
Holy shit.
That's the awesome. Detroit Piston made up of, check the notes, an entire roster of NBA players would get 45 points.
No, I don't know about if it'd be that lopsided a couple of years ago with the Alabama team that was steamrolling everybody with Derrick Henry and the 0-16 Lions. There was like 11 first-round picks off that team on that team. I mean, it's just like that they were all pros. I bet.
Okay, but you know what happens to those 11 draft picks once they get to the NFL is they go and gain a shitload of weight so that they can actually compete with NFL players rather than college players.
Who are 30 years old with 4
Those
kids.
lines would have just gotten blown up on both sides of the ball. Like Derrick Henry wouldn't have had space to do a damn thing.
That 0-16 Browns team with Deshaun Kaiser was so bad.
I'm not saying that their skill positions are anything like worth a damn. I'm just saying you line up a whole bunch of NFL caliber linemen against even the tippity top best college caliber linemen. Like they can't hold a candle in order for those skill positions to do anything anyway.
Hey, no one thought the college kids would beat the Russians in 1980 in Lake Placid. And what happened? All you need is to be a team. Not an 0-16 team that can't do anything.
Oh, Lordy.
Grow together.
Wait, the dream team also
so we just
in the 80s.
We just keep shifting around what what sport we're talking about so Joey can feel like he's right.
The 80s Olympics was always the men. Yeah, the men's always won those, and that was college players.
I'm talking about the Miracle on Ice, bro. The college players beat those Soviets who are all professionals. So,
Joey, you just lost the stat of the day. That's why you're jelly. Well, that was a fun stat of the day. Joseph,
I can't believe it. Beautiful.
That was excellent.
If people want to submit their squeezes of the week, which is our favorite segment, most outlandish takes, how can they do so?
Friends. Hello, friends. You can submit your most outlandish sports takes by emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com. That is juiceboyshow@gmail.com. Or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboyshow. Chase, how many S's does it have? How many S's does it have, Chase? And if it has the pulp, then we'll read it on the show. Yes. Who's sponsoring today's show?
You gave it 110 there, and your microphone gave up on you.
Chris.
There you go.
There it is.
Who's sponsoring today's show?
Fellas, today's episode of the Juice Boys Show is brought to you by the Rasheed Rice Driving Academy.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Now, fellas, what do you do when you find yourself as the only viable receiving option on a team built around a generational quarterback?
Win 2 Super Bowls, dick.
That's right. You start a driving academy. And Rasheed Rice is proud to pass his incredible driving skills on to the next generation of Kansas City delinquents. See, normal driving schools want to bore you with unimportant lessons on things like speed limits, how to change lanes properly, and the importance of being aware of other drivers. But we here at the Rasheed Rice Driving Academy recognize none of that actually matters, because you're a rich, young douchebag in an ultra-luxury vehicle. So we focus on the important things, like how to TikTok and drive, how to reduce wear on your brake pads by bouncing off other vehicles to stop, and how to turn a leisurely drive into 8 felonies. Yes, the Rasheed Rice Driving Academy is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience you're sure to enjoy. And your graduation diploma comes in the form of an arrest warrant, just like old Rashi himself. The Rasheed Rice Driving Academy. Because no matter how terrible you are at driving, at least you're not Henry Ruggs III.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, Henry Ruggs III. Jeez, Chris.
He's still only the second worst driver in the AFC West.
That's a great point. All right, boys, big starchy potato. We're excited. It is, like we said, Masters Week. And for this potato, this is our big topic of the day. We all just won the lottery. We all just won an entry into a best ball tournament at Augusta. You get to put together your crew, yourself, one professional golfer who has not won the Masters. Not won the Masters, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. A professional athlete who is not a golfer, and one non-athlete golfer. So Joey may say Stephen Hawking, which made me laugh so hard last week.
He can't golf, dude.
Well, you'll find out. Well, if he's on
he couldn't walk. I mean, he can't golf.
So 3 total picks. One per Joey. Read me back the rules. What do we got?
One PGA, one
PGA who has not won the Masters.
Maybe not PGA because he might be a Saudi simp here.
Oh, okay.
All right. So one professional golfer, one athlete non-golfer, one non-athlete who might be a golfer, and then me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, you get to start us off. Let's go around the room for our first professional golfer. Who are you? Who's the pillar of your best ball tournament at Augusta?
Boys, I am building this team around a guy who is about to take home his first green jacket and complete the career Grand Slam. I'm bringing Rory McIlroy.
Oh, you can have him.
He's never won. That's right.
He has never won. I think he's going to win this weekend. And I think that because it's what I want to have.
You think it every year. You think he's going to win. Based on zero statistical facts.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I 100% am just a genuine fan of his. I think he's a great guy. I think he would be a blast to have in a 4-man team. because he seems like the sort of guy who like takes it seriously when it needs to be taken seriously, but otherwise is happy to like screw around, joke around, have some fun. So let's go, Rory. Come join us.
Well, Chris is coming in dead last. Joe, who you got as your professional golfer?
Dead last. I love Rory. Rory's the one who was keeping the PGA afloat and keeping it away
Until
from
he got fucked by his own
money
own
grubbing, blood money, prince loving.
His own league fucked him in the butt. What are you talking about?
Say that, coach.
But they did. They did. They put him out
I'm gonna take a different route here, and I'm gonna go with someone who I love just because he looks hilarious.
Oh,
and I just 100% believe that he was Happy Gilmore's caddy. And I'm gonna go Will Zalatoris. Okay, now Will Zalatoris is funny because he looks like Happy Gilmore's caddy, but he's also a damn good golfer. And the poor guy has finished second place in 3 different majors. He is the new Phil Mickelson before Phil Mickelson did his 8-inch vertical on at Augusta after he won his first
old pudgy Phil.
Just chained. Chained to the
jumping as high as he could, and it was like, can you see like a gap? Is there any distance? But Will Zalatoris is my boy. He's been in numerous playoffs and hasn't been able to pull it out. He was injured in the past. I think that if I want somebody young, somebody who we can root for, somebody who knows Adam Sandler, then I think this is going to be. Did
that get you a win at Augusta?
It's a good pick.
Knowing Adam Sandler gets you a win.
It's a great pick.
He was his caddy, dude. He was Happy Gilmore's caddy. Listener, if you don't know who Will Zalatoris is, look him up and then do a side by side with Happy Gilmore's caddy. They are exactly the same person.
Well, I guess this is an easy best ball tournament win for me, boys. I'm taking Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones never won a major? I mean, a Masters?
No.
Did the Masters exist when Bobby Jones was playing?
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Yes, it does, because he played in 12 Masters as an amateur. But you know why you were going to win? The motherfucker helped design Augusta.
Yeah.
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 That's why I'm going to win.
No.
Yes.
No,
he won 5 U.S. championships. He won 3 Open championships. He played in the Masters 12 times as an amateur. His prime was 1923 to 1929. So he dominated the Roaring 20s. So I just want to talk to him about that for 18.
Of course you do. You're the oldest.
I want to figure out that whole thing.
The guy doesn't know how to swing a club that isn't made out of oak.
He doesn't need to.
You're going to keep I'm going to be rolling up with Rory McIlroy.
What does he need?
A guy who helped design the course from its original iteration.
Yes.
It looks nothing like the course as it is right now. And you're like, that clearly is going to work out just fine.
He's an OG.
His 1 iron?
Yes, and his piece of wood. Hey, I play with a piece of wood. He plays with a piece of wood. He's my guy.
That's true. You do.
All right, so it comes down to Joey and I because
Bobby Jones
Cody is playing with 2x4s and pine cones.
Bobby Jones. He's got more majors than I'll use, I think.
Well, he should, because I hit my first birdie 2 summers ago, so he probably should have more majors.
We were there. We were there for that, right? Weren't we there for that?
No, he texted us about it.
Yeah, I was very excited.
You sure we weren't there for that?
No, you were there for like one of my.
No, I was there for Chris's first birdie.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, I was there. Okay, I was in attendance. All right, boys, let's hop to non-athlete. Athlete. Let's go athlete. Professional athlete, not a pro golfer.
Yeah, if for no other reason than to upset old McCoy, I'm taking Michael Jordan. You can't tell me that Michael Jordan's going to allow us to do anything but take home that dub.
No,
it's like now I may wind up losing my house because he forces me to gamble with him.
Some gambling between holes.
I will probably wind up owing generations worth of debt. But we're getting that dub, boys. And we're doing it at Augusta.
You're gonna owe more to Jordan than you do winning the best ball tournament.
100%.
It's gonna be a net negative for old Pelletier over there.
No more lake house.
Yeah. Joey, who is your professional golfer or professional athlete?
Professional athlete. I'm taking somebody that we've gotten to know over the past few years more in his years as his non-athlete, and because of his most commonly said phrase of, Hey, Jim. All right, but he actually is a phenomenal athlete. I'm taking Tony Romo. All right, Tony Romo. Jim, will you believe this, Jim? So the whole time Jim Nance is going to be commentating it. So he's going to be over there and be able to talk to him. But did you know that Tony Romo is a plus 1.6 handicap, which means he shoots 1.6 under par every time.
Yeah, but then you have to spend the whole day with Tony Romo
and have him call out every single thing I'm going to do. He's like, all right, so what you're going to do? You're going to go up and you're going to go right into those bushes.
I just don't know, Jim.
Right?
I just don't know. I don't know what's
You're like, Tony,
I'm so nervous.
I'm probably going to swing the shit out of this big Bertha and throw the club further than I hit the ball.
That's right. And
That's what I'm going to do, Tony.
I pipe that thing. That's the only club that I can hit. There was a time when I went out there and I hit only that, a 7-iron, and my putter. Because I was like, what's even the point of hitting anything else? I can't do it. I can't do it. So Tony Romo's going to get me that dub, and then I think he's funny, and he's going to be able to predict everything we do. And he's a good golfer. So let's bring it home.
Wow. You got to play the handicap game, guys, too. You got to play the handicap game.
I was just doing that. I just brought up Tony Romo's handicap.
No, Blake. Got to get some strokes. But a guy who may play better than his strokes. I'm going to go Charles Barkley.
Boo! He's a terrible
guy that Joey thinks.
But we're gonna get some strokes. We're gonna get some strokes on this that Bobby Jones and my next pick are gonna clean up on, and myself. Maybe I'll help out. You're not thinking like I am, guys.
What do you want? No, I want somebody
because we get extra strokes per hole. You guys get none because I got Barkley.
No, I'm bringing my handicap.
Me.
Trust me, we're getting plenty of pops.
They have me. All right, so like, but I don't need to worry about that. People need to pick up my slack.
Yeah, but Barkley will be my worst. I'll be the third. Yeah.
Guys,
you're the third turn on this self-assembled.
Yes.
I broke 90 for the first time last summer with you guys and almost had a heart attack. All right, so yeah, I need people to pick up my slack. All right, pick up my 28 handicap, whatever the hell it is.
Also, we broke 90 on like a very short course that we did not think twice about that.
On a cow pasture with holes in it.
Why does this
but he broke 90.
Why does this need to be said?
Because we didn't realize we were playing a short course.
No, we love it. That course is a blast.
But the back nine, we were like chipping it from the fucking.
Because we're badasses.
We were driving the green on the back nine and wondering why we were driving the green.
So you got Big Bertha, baby.
So got Big Bertha. Short ass course.
A big old bad bitch.
means our short game was on point.
It does mean that. Charles Barkley handicap was what? We've debated this before. He's a 10 handicap. Joey, you're not a 10. Barkley is better than all of us.
No, he's not. My competitive drive will not let me lose. I will not lose to Charles Barkley in that half-choke swing. Okay, I'm not going to do it.
That's the most vague bullshit excuse you've ever. You're competitive.
I will take out knees. I will not allow him to.
He'll play golf?
I'll Nancy Kerrigan it. All right, so I'll Tanya Harding.
Well, now you're just being a dick to an old man.
An old man. An old Hall of Famer.
We can set this up. If Charles, I know you're listening. Okay, so I know you're listening. I'm challenging you to 9, not 18. I get tired. All right, so I'm challenging you to 9, but we have to walk it.
We're twice your age.
We have to walk it
at Augusta, and you're like, no, we can only play 9. I mean, I get this one opportunity of a lifetime
to play Augusta,
but I'm going to need a nap after 9.
I'm talking about mine and Charles's competition.
That's not at Augusta.
No, it's at Foothills 9, the one that cost $18 that I dominate at. All right, so yeah.
It's at the Evergreen 18 that you hit a ball over rocks that you can't see the hole. Yeah,
ring a bell to make sure nobody's behind you. Yeah,
that place is amazing.
Awesome. We should go back. All right, boys. Wait, is that it? Are we on our last?
No.
Non-athlete, bro.
Yeah, our non-athlete boys bring us home.
It almost doesn't matter who any of you have picked or who I've picked thus far, because this guy is carrying the squad.
Oh.
This guy, once upon a time, shot 38 under par. This guy is Kim Jong-il. He played golf one time ever. He shot 11 holes in one and shot a blistering 38 under par.
Wait, ill or Un?
Ill. Dad.
Ill.
Yeah.
How did Un do?
Oh, Un can't do it. His gout acts up. He can't get out there.
I apologize, Kim.
Yeah.
Continue, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm bringing the dictator of North Korea to come and make sure that should we even be at risk of potentially
Of not winning.
one of the two of you nipping at our heels. All of a sudden, maybe a nerve agent winds up in your beer.
That was your that was your ace in the hole. That was your ace in the hole. Was the Dictator?
Nobody expects Kim Jong-il to come rolling up to the front door at Augusta.
And he never played again. He was like, is that hard? Is that it? Did I beat golf? And then he never played again.
Yeah.
The greatest golfer of all time.
I just want to know, I just have a thought that the guy keeping his score was an actual golfer and was just livid every time he said, put me down for one. He's like, you motherfucker. This isn't, but I'm going to die.
Hit it if I don't on the first swing.
If I don't write it down, I'm going to die. That's how it works. Joey beat the former dictator of North Korea.
No, he's not former, dude. He's still listed as their active leader, and so is his is his father. His father Kim Il Sung died in Kim Il Sung died in 1994, and he's still listed as their supreme leader.
Oh,
so
thank you for that history on North Korea.
Kim Jong Un is only the chairman. So it's they're still in power. Come on, dude.
I didn't know you knew so much about North Korea.
Just because you're dead doesn't mean you can't rule a country. Okay, so all right, now my non-athlete. I was doing a little bit of research on this. I have a couple of people that I really want to be with that we've brought up in the past. So I'm not going to repeat myself. But when I was looking through some things, I saw somebody has a 6.9 handicap and is also one of the most interesting, hilarious, and maybe one of the scariest people who's ever existed.
Give us the industry. Give us the industry. I want to see what industry is this fellow in.
Say that again. Say what again? Samuel L. Jackson. All right. Samuel L. Jackson is a 6.9 handicap. All right. Wow. Unbelievable. And I know he's rocking that backwards beret and the 90s like tight matrix glasses. And I just want to count how many times he drops an F-bomb. I want to see, is this real? There's so many M&F snakes on this M&F plane. All right, so I just want to see how many times he says it when I shank a ball and how many times he gets pissed off at me for tanking our team's score. Samuel L. Jackson had no idea he's an outstanding golfer. So many questions I would want to ask him. I think it would be outstanding.
Wow, it's a good pick. Not as good as mine, though.
Very good pick.
You guys can try to guess mine. Mine's a musician. He's sold more than 70 million albums.
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines?
No, not Chris Gaines.
Mark Wahlberg.
Chris Gaines.
Marky Mark? That's actually a good guess. Kenny G, bitches. Let's go.
Why?
Kenny G.
Kenny G's a golfer.
1.6 handicap, boys. 1.6 handicap. He's a scratch golfer. I'm taking Kenny G.
Kenny G is a scratch golfer?
He's taking me home. Him and Bobby are carrying us while me and Chuck drink and maybe help out every fourth hole. Kenny fucking G.
That sounds like fun.
1.6. Take your Samuel Jackson, shove it up your booty. Kenny G.
That's where you draw the line for swearing. Yeah, booty.
Yeah, booty.
Okay, yeah.
Booty.
Just when we got that clear.
Kenny G. What's your favorite Kenny G song?
You know that one with the flute?
With the
saxophone?
Sax, bro.
The saxophone?
Yeah. That one with it? Yeah. What a good potato, guys. Obviously, I think I'm going to win this
starch.
one.
No.
Kim Jong-il is between he and Michael Jordan definitely.
No, your team's going to win
11 hole-in-ones. We have no shot.
Your team's going to implode on itself. Michael Jordan and Kim they're going to fight. Someone's going to die.
They're obsessed with each other. You don't remember how like Kim Jong-il was obsessed with the 90s Bulls? And so, like, when they went out there, when Madeleine Albright went out to their official visit in the 90s, their official state gift was a Michael Jordan signed ball. Kim Jong-il was obsessed with the Bulls.
That doesn't mean Mike.
I think it's going to work great for us. We've got locker room cohesion, and it terrifies McCoy.
That's how Dennis Rodman got over there with the Globetrotters. It was all a ploy because Kim Jong-un loved the Bulls. And they're like, who's dumb enough to believe this is real?
Dennis Rodman. Let's go.
Yes, without a doubt. Basketball will heal all.
Remember, friends, you can now listen to the show on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please consider following and rating the show and leave us a review if you listen through Apple. We need reviews. No one is listening to me. Leave us a review.
Please.
And we encourage you, please, we encourage you to follow our YouTube channel, push that subscribe button. Also, be a friend. Tell a friend about the podcast. If you need stickers, let us know. We got them. We'll give you some stickers. Spread the word. Cody
Yes, sir.
McCoy. Back to you.
Thank you, Joseph Broseph. We're wrapping up with our Masters picks. Boys, we have 3 picks, 3 tiers. Your favorites, middle of the road golfer, and your underdog, the guy who is way the hell back in the pack, who you think taking your flyer. So Joey won the golf picks last year.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, we've been doing this podcast long enough to have last year's
Yeah,
picks.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Or last year's overall pick. So Joey, you get to start us off, champ. Who are you picking as your tier 1 player for the Masters?
Well, just to piss off Chris, I'm taking Rory McIlroy.
Great pick.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You can have it.
Congratulations on getting it right.
I'm joking. I have the number 1 pick. I'm going to take the guy who is the highest favorite with the plus 400 for the outright winner. I'm taking Scotty Scheffler.
Roll balls you picked there, Joe.
It is. He's growing a beard, so you got to respect that.
Oh, he looks so much better with the beard. He doesn't.
You got to respect it.
Yeah. He actually looks like an adult now.
John Rahm. He was a champ last year, guys. Let him,
but he's a
give
Saudi.
Him a chance. Give him a
He's
chance.
a Saudi.
Multi-million-dollar Saudi. Bajillionaire.
Just
Johnny
he definitely wasn't a
Tsunami.
multimillionaire before he took that blood money.
But now he's a
Saudis.
300 multi-million.
Johnny Rami Tsunami. Christopher, your favorite.
Oh, absolutely, give me Rory.
You can
if
have
for no
it.
other, if for no other purpose, then I'm a fan, and I would love to see it. I'm also a fan of Scotty, but he's already gotten to wear that green jacket, so it's Rory's time. I'd love to see him complete the Grand Slam. He's put in the time. It's his time.
It is. My heart will be with Rory. My head's with Scotty because he's just really good. It's between him and John Rahm. Him and John Rahm are the 2 best golfers in the world, and unfortunately, and sometimes Brooks Koepka if you never just pull his head out of his ass and start playing. All right, so for my mid round, these need to be between 2,000 and 5,000 plus 2,000, 5,000 odds. So for this pick, I am going to take Dustin Johnson. All right, now I know that he is a Saudi. That's why he's my mid pick, because I don't think he's
disgusting.
I don't think he's actually going to win. But DJ, I've always liked you. I was bummed out you went to the Saudis. So taking Dustin Johnson plus 4,000.
Boys, I'm taking Joaquin Neiman plus 3,000. I've watched enough live golf to know he's actually a very, very good golfer. He has won multiple tournaments already.
He is. That's why they give him the blood money.
Yeah. So
I've watched 0 live, so I have no idea who that man is.
Yeah, he's won. He's on Team Torquay. So
that's the stupidest
obviously
thing I've ever heard.
No, they have cool unis. They have cool unis, but he's won a few
uniforms. Oh my gosh, it's golf.
Yeah, they wear golf stuff that has.
Damn you people! Go back to your shanties.
Joaquin Neiman, he's won a few live golfs already this year, so, and he was motivated to get into the Masters, make a dent. Christopher,
I love it. Give me Wyndham Clark. Dude's been playing great recently. He's already won a major.
Colorado boy.
Colorado native. Just a good dude.
Wyndham Clark. You would not expect that the Wyndham Clark to be from Colorado. But all right. And so from my flyer of plus 5,000 or more, I'm going to take my boy Max Homa. Plus 6,000. Love Max Homa. He did not pull it out for me in the U.S. Open. He did not pull it out for me in any of the times that I bet for him. But
he's playing great right now, though. It's a solid pick, man.
I'm hoping that it works. My boy Max Homa plus 6,000. Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna take Brian Harmon there, old lefty. When he's on, he just lingers around that. Yeah, he lingers around that top 5. Saturday, Sunday, he's pesky. I like his swing. He won a major last year.
He's a good, strong little fella.
From the South.
Yeah, fellas, my mind wants to say that I think Sam Burns will get hot, but, I'm going to go ahead and take an actual flyer and go with Denny McCarthy.
What a name. Denny.
Didn't he just win? Or was
he just had an end to a tournament where on the back 9, I think he had 8 birdies.
That's right, in a row, right?
He had 7 of them in a row. Yeah. Just lit the world on fire, forced a playoff, put the ball in the water on the first hole of the playoff. But you know, I mean, majors are just I always feel like majors are a function of momentum. Like who's hot right now, who's playing well, like who's just carrying in what they've been doing rather than trying to lock into playing their best when it really matters. Yeah, I like Denny McCarthy. Let's see him bring that heat again.
Let's see. Just for fun's sake, Tiger Woods is plus 13,000, and Phil was. What other big names are on here?
Plus $1 million.
Phil was plus 25,000. Any other big names in here that are laughable?
Ricky Fowler plus 17,000. What? Keegan Bradley plus 18,000. What's going on with these?
Who's dead last year? Bubba's still in there. What's Bubba? I saw Bubba.
Bubba is.
Oh man, Vijay Singh is still kicking around. Oh my god,
he's still alive.
Fred Couples.
Bubba Watson plus 30,000. Fred Couples plays the Masters every single year. He will until he dies.
Until you die. Yeah.
Former winner Charles Schwartzel plus 50,000. Ouch.
Hey. Oh, good old Zach Johnson, the biggest disaster of a Ryder Cup captain in recent history.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, for the ending of the show. You know what the biggest disaster is? This show. Thank you, Chris. You got it. Let's go. I was waiting for it. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to our Masters episode. NFL draft coming up in a few weeks, too. We'll have our special NFL draft episode. Guys, this show's picking up steam. We appreciate everyone listening, contributing, building this thing for everybody. You guys.
We haven't said thanks in a while.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who listened to me and put money on Nathan McKinnon to win the Hart Trophy. He is now the favorite after his hat trick last night, baby. Let's go, Avs. If you put that money down like I did, get ready for a payday. Let's go, Nathan McKinnon. Let's go, Avs.
Our thousands and thousands of listeners, do you think they trailed you?
I know a couple people told me they did it. So
let's go. Love, love, love. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.